Happening tonight, Governor Abbott will host his State of the State address, where he'll talk about his priorities for the upcoming legislative session. As our Kennedy Walker reports, one issue expected to come up, a controversial bill that would block transgender student athletes from playing on collegiate sports teams that align with their gender identity.
Tonight, Texas Governor Greg Abbott will lay out his plans at the State of the State address. During the address, Abbott is set to discuss key topics like school safety, education, and the border. He's also expected to talk about his stand on transgender collegiate athletes.
That's just not right.
On Saturday, the governor vowed to pass a law that would ban transgender college athletes from competing with other athletes that match their gender identity. This would mean students can only participate on sports teams that match the gender listed on their birth certificate.
We've fought for the rights of women to be able to succeed in this world, only to have that now superseded by this ideology that men are going to be empowered to compete against women in things that should be protected by federal law, by state law.
Leslie McMurray is a transgender education and advocacy associate. She says this law would be a disservice to the trans community.
This is just flat out wrong. It just hurts. It's hard. It's unnecessary.
In 2022, there were reportedly more than 520,000 student athletes. Transgender athletes make up a minuscule of that population. According to Out magazine, there are 33 trans athletes that have openly competed in college.
You have a transgender girl, for instance, whose family treats her as a girl, whose doctor treats her as a girl, her friends treat her as a girl because she's a girl. Until she steps on a sports field, then she's a boy? I just don't know how you jibe with that.
Responses from the CDC's biannual Youth Risk Behavior Survey that were collected in the fall of 2021 show that there is a mental health crisis among young people. The survey found 52% of LGBTQ+ students have also recently experienced poor mental health, and more than 1 in 5 attempted suicide in the past year. McMurray says she's concerned this new law could make things worse.
They're just trying to survive. So it really is kind of an insult when the governor says, we're going to try and keep you from participating in sports. This is about just pure animus and hatred towards a marginalized community who's done absolutely nothing to deserve it.
Brooke, Governor Abbott already signed a law with similar restrictions on transgender athletes in grade school sports back in 2021.
And Kennedy, do we know any information about when this could become law?
Yeah, if this becomes law, which there is a good chance it will, since Governor Abbott said that he would back it, it could go into law as early as this spring.
All right, obviously a story we're going to continue following, and of course we'll have all eyes on the governor's State of the State tonight. Kennedy, thank you so much for that report.